Morning, good morning, God bless. Good morning and God bless. Let me go ahead and get going. We get going on IG. I'm trying to get going on Facebook as well, y'all. It's just giving me a hard time right now. What is up, folks? Good morning. Gonna have a new day. What's going on here? There it is. There it is. So now it's trying to work. This is why I stopped going live on Facebook though, because it's always a different problem. Even though I like going live on Facebook, I like having my audience there, but it's always a different issue with getting this thing to actually go live. There we go. Going live in 3, 2, 1. That was weird. Oh, Facebook, you got to get your stuff together. Got to get it together. IG, what's going on? What's up, Mina? Good morning. God bless. Good morning. God bless y'all. It is Tuesday. The theme of the day, right? Win the morning, win the day. We win the morning, we win the day. We get out in front of our day. We set our intentions for the day, and chances are things are going to start to fall in place because we are prepared and we are planned and we are intentional about what it is that we're trying to achieve on the day. Um, Mental health is the key pillar for the mental health is the key pillar of focus for today. I try to line up the pillars of focus to make sense for the day. Spiritual health is for Mondays because that's the start of our week. And when we start things, we want to start with the Lord, right? We want to start with the spiritual backing of the Lord. So we start on Mondays with spiritual health. We allow that to domino effect and knock into Tuesday, which is mental health. And the reason why Tuesdays is for mental health is so that we can level up and focus. Talking about really, really, really focus on getting ahead of the goals that we set out for ourselves for the week, right? On Tuesdays is the time that you roll up your sleeves and you dig in despite anything else that you got going on. We've got to get ahead. The early bird gets the worm. It's still early in the week. We can get ahead of the competition, right? We can get out there and start to make a difference and get some wins in our lives. And that will start to hopefully help us win the entire week, right? Because we're ahead of the game, we're winning, we are mentally focused, and we are intentional about achieving our goals for the week, right? And so, how do we do this? How do we um, lock in mentally? How do we lock in mentally? And I think it first starts with some positive self-talk. I'm very big on positive self-talk. I don't know. Many of you might have haters out there. You might have people that you don't like or don't like you. You might have people that speak negatively on you. You might have people that don't believe in you. You might be surrounded by some naysayers and doubters and people that they're just not instilling confidence in what you want to achieve and what they want to achieve. You just have the wrong people around you. So that means you have to lean on who? Yourself. You have to lean on yourself to also be your number one accountability partner, to also be your number one motivator, to also be your source of instruction, guidance, and motivation. Being mentally focused requires knowing which thoughts to act on and which thoughts to leave behind, right? I know that you may have a lot going on in your life. I know that there are a lot of thoughts that swirl around up there. The reason we have the processing that we have is so that by time we are ready to talk, by time we are ready to act, we've had a chance to filter out what's not going to elevate us, and we have a chance to filter in and allow what is going to elevate us to manifest, right? The reason why it all starts right up here is so that by time these limbs get in action, by time these lips get in action, you've already decided this is how we're going to move forward. This is how we are going to win the moment. Not even the whole day, just this very moment is because you've already processed the most healthy thoughts and actions for yourself in this moment, right? You've already processed the most healthy thoughts and actions for yourself in the moment. So take your time to think. Remember that you are in control of your mind, not the other way around. Um, I got a few recommendations on some positive self-talk mantras. What's up, Mike? Good morning, man. God bless. Thanks for joining, bro. Um, try these on. Try these on under your breath, in the back of your mind. Write them down. Try them on. Let me know how they work, right? Mentally focused. Affirmations. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Repeat after me. I believe in myself. Somebody's got to do it. I am resilient in the face of challenges. We are going to face challenges. We are going to face setbacks. They can be big, they can be small, but there will be challenges. Yesterday, I was in the middle of some meetings and my internet went out. But not just my internet, my TV went off, everything went out. It was just, everything just went. This is a challenge, right? That I now have to face. It's unexpected. I did everything right as far as planning my day, and there was still this unexpected challenge. So even when you do everything right, you're still going to be faced with challenges. But if you're mentally prepared, you know challenges are coming. If you're mentally equipped, then you will be resilient in the face of the challenge. You will be solution oriented in the face of the challenge. You will be calm, cool, and collected, even in the face of a challenge. This next affirmation is what affirms all of those feelings. I trust myself to make the right decisions. Check that out. I trust myself to make the right decisions. This is why we can be resilient, right? Because you trust yourself. Look back over your life. Ask yourself, am I trustworthy? Am I trustworthy with my own well being? Do I have my own best interest at heart? You ever find yourself in a situation and ask yourself, damn, why did I put myself in that situation? Right? We are in control. You have to trust your decision making. It's a matter of life or death. And I really mean that. Our decision making, and this is how all of our pillars are connected, our decision making impacts our emotional health, our physical health, our financial health, our spiritual health. If we're making the wrong decisions, if we're making the wrong choices, we will suffer the consequences. It's cause and effect, right? How about this? I love and accept myself. We're getting mentally strong today. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. Too many of us are beating ourselves up. Too many of us are not forgiving ourselves. Too many of us are not treating ourselves like something that is loved. And it's leading to negative outcomes. It's leading to setbacks. It's leading to challenges that are unnecessary. When you love yourself, when you accept yourself, you treat yourself as a VIP guest, right? Last but not least, I am kind to myself and others. It is so important to be kind to yourself. It's important to be intentional about being kind to yourself and others. What you give is what you get. The example that you put out in the universe about how to interact with people is what your children and the people looking up to you will look at. How you treat people may become infectious. Maybe they return the favor and they treat people the same way. You do a favor for somebody, maybe they do a favor for the next person. You do a good deed for somebody, maybe they do a good deed for the next person. Be kind. We need more of it. Um, guys, just get focused mentally. All right, let's look forward to it. You will have an improved self-esteem. You'll have increased energy. You'll have reduced depression and anxiety. You'll have a greater ability to manage your emotions. You'll have an improved mental clarity, and you'll have healthier relationships, all because you've prioritized growing mentally. Um, a few tips: eliminate distractions, connect with nature, allow yourself to sit in silence, stop multitasking, and lock in on the present moment. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll probably have what? I'll do a quote at the end. But before I do that, I wanted to promote an upcoming warm-up show that I'm having on June 2nd. Starting this summer, I'm going to have guests on the show throughout the summer. I am starting with the Wholesome Thinking Podcast. Excuse me. The Wholesome Thinking Podcast. Check out this podcast on Spotify. The Wholesome Thinking Podcast. These brothers are dope. It's a group of young men from the DMV area. Brother named Rashad, brother named JG, I'm sorry, and a couple other gentlemen whose names are slipping my mind right now. But these brothers are going to be joining me June 2nd at 7:30 in the morning. We're going to be talking about wholesome thinking from a man's perspective, a black man's perspective. We're going to be talking about I'm inviting them on the Monday show, which means it's going to be a spiritually focused show. And what these brothers do is they create community for men to come together and talk about different topics, different challenges, different problems they may be facing. And then together they troubleshoot and brainstorm how to help the brother think through different issues. And I think it's amazing. I mean, these brothers, they do a podcast. They also do a group chat every Wednesday. And so I'm really looking forward to having these brothers on. Be on the lookout for the promo. It's going to be on my shared story. It's going to go live on YouTube, reposted on Facebook and IG likely. But check us out. Monday, June 2nd, 7:30 a.m. It's going to be an early start because we're going to go 1 hour. Okay, the Wholesome Thinking Podcast. All righty. Last but not least, for the day, be proud. Be proud of who you are and not ashamed of how someone else sees you. Nobody cares about what somebody else has got going on, right? Remember this, mentally focused. There is hope even when your brain tells you there isn't, right? Let's keep hope. Remember this, success depends less on body than upon strength of mind and character, right? We want to have strength of mind and character. And last but not least for today, remember this: asking for help. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Being smart enough and strong enough to know that you need help to grow in a particular area is a sign of strength. We want to grow mentally. Ask for help if you need it. Check out the warm up book. Check out the warm up book on Amazon. Get yourself a book. This book has the secret sauce to leveling up your life spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. I promise. All right. God bless. I love y'all. Have an awesome day. Win the morning, win the day.